A Nicar restaurant and bar. A significant and unusual feature of this airy yet intimate new spot is that all the beers, wines, ciders, and spirits served are produced in New York State, often using ingredients grown in the state. That's because the owner, Ed Raven, who also owns Greenpoint Beer and Ale nearby, is running the restaurant under a farm brewery license from the state. It permits him to serve beer by the glass without a separate license and, as a brewery owner, to open an off-premises restaurant or retail establishment. Mr. Raven has also collaborated with North Brooklyn Farms in Williamsburg for many of the ingredients used by the three chefs, each of whom has a specialty. Christian Perkins, who worked at Marlowe and Daughters, is the butcher. Emma Jane Gonzalez, a vegan, and the omnivorous Kenneth Monroe come from North Brooklyn Farms. Their menu features seafood, steaks, sausages, and vegetable specialties like charred sweet potatoes with kale and tahini, celery root with apples and crispy nori, and a green chili stew. Seats are at marble tables and a long, circular bar, 544 Manhattan Avenue, Driggs Avenue, Greenpoint, Brooklyn, 718-599-1556, a Nicanic.com. Scarpetta. John Meadow, whose restaurant company LDV Hospitality owns Scarpetta, orchestrated a very quick turnaround. The original location, on West 14th Street for 10 years, closed 3 weeks ago, and he's set to reopen the restaurant in the just renovated James, New York Nomad. New features in this location include a 50-seat bar and cafe for food and drinks all day and evening, and a private dining room. The main dining room, for dinner only, is handsomely done in pale wood with dark contrasts by Thomas Jewel Hansen. The chef, Jorge Espinoza, who was on board when the original opened, is offering an Italian menu with many of the pastas that were popular from the beginning, along with a new emphasis on vegetables. Opens Wednesday. 88 Madison Avenue, 29th Street, 212-691-0555, ScarpettaRestaurants.com. General Deb's Sichuan Sizzle comes to Bushwick, Brooklyn, in the hands of Kevin Adie, the chef and owner of the nearby farm-to-table restaurant Faro. The place is named for his wife, Debbie Adie, the general manager and a partner, who takes care of the wine, beer, and other drinks. It sounds as if you don't want to mess with her. Daniel Bloomberg is another owner. In an intimate red and black space that permits a glimpse into the kitchen, Mr. Adie is dishing up favorites like smashed cucumbers, dan dan noodles, twice-cooked pork, and mapo tofu with homemade tofu, as well as more esoteric bang bang rabbit and noodles and soup with red-cooked cow head. Thursday. 24 Irving Avenue, Jefferson Street, Bushwick, Brooklyn, 718-417-3300.mr. White. Jeffrey White, who was on the finance side of the hospitality industry, is opening this taste of New Orleans with Kelly Reel, who worked with him on several bars. Elegant decor with crystal chandeliers, gold and black accents, a fireplace, and velvet curtains are meant to evoke a southern mansion. The chef and partner, Andrew Dunleavy, is serving char-grilled oysters, collard green spring rolls, smoked duck, shrimp, and grits and brulee bananas. There's beer and French wine for now, that Sazerac will have to wait until the full liquor license comes through. Monday. 123 St. Mark's Place, Avenue A, 212-510-7229, merwhitecooks.com. Porterhouse Brew Co. With Eddie Traverse and Dervilla Bowler, the owners of historic Frances Tavern in the Financial District, and Jason Francisco, another partner. This brewery based in Dublin, Ireland, has opened its first stand-alone Irish pub in the United States. The company has 6 places in England and Ireland. The New York branch will not include a brewery. It's a spacious affair, with 190 seats. The restaurant is starting with a preliminary menu of Irish bar foods, like oysters and a short rib and stout pie, and will introduce a more complete menu this month. The space is shared by a fancy liquor bar, the LOLA'S, named for a bar that once occupied the space. It specializes in gin, notably Dingle Gin, distilled by Porterhouse Brew, 66 Pearl Street, Water Street, 212-425-7171, porterhousebrewconnect.com. Nota: once upon a time just about every neighborhood had a bodega. Now it seems that a tiny, high-end sushi bar is the new local staple. This one is distinguished by having its 8 seats at a half-moon counter staffed by Shigeyuki Junoda, whose $285 omakase is wrought with seafood flown in from Tsukiji Fish Market in Tokyo. The owners, Justin Hauser and David Hess, have installed a Japanese whiskey and sake lounge with servers clad by comme des garçons in the front of the space. 6 West 28th Street 917-873-9708, nota.nyc.la Central. This is among the first of a flurry of food halls set to open in Miami this year. The Italian theme sprawls over 40,000 square feet on 3 floors, where the emphasis is on eating, not shopping, though there are some retail components among the 14 different areas laid out in an open plan. Restaurants are dedicated to various Italian regions and categories of food, including seafood and meat. Except for a chocolatier and gelateria, run by an outside vendor, they're all managed in-house. The managing partners are Jacopo Giustiniani, who owns the Felice Wine Bars in New York, and Matthias Keim, whose resume includes the Harrods Food Hall in London. The chef is Vincenzo Scarmiglia, who worked for many years at Italian restaurants in Las Vegas. Customers can request recipes served in the restaurants and come away with the necessary ingredients. Friday 701 South Miami Avenue, Miami, 305-720-2401. LaCentralemiami.com. Sweet Chica. What was Sweet Chick on the Lower East Side has temporarily become a spot for tacos holding fillings like pork belly and blackened catfish. The shift occurred because the restaurant's gas was suddenly turned off pending the installation of a new meter. 178 Ludlow Street, Houston Street, 646-657-0233, SweetChick.com. Ophelia. A spacious all-weather enclosed rooftop lounge has been added to the Beekman Tower. Merchants Hospitality and Public Agenda have collaborated on the food and drinks for the 26th floor area, which also has an outdoor terrace. Monday 3 Mitchell Place, 49th Street and 1st Avenue, 212-980-4796, Opheliani.com. Market Line and Essex Street Market. This vast shopping hub for food, fashion, art, and music is to be completed on the Lower East Side by the end of 2020. This year, it will open its first phase at Delancey and Essex Streets. There will be dozens of new food sellers in the market, including Saxelby Cheesemongers and Formaggio Kitchen, from the historic Essex Street Market, which is being relocated from across the street because its original building is coming down. The developers have just confirmed a vibrant mix for the starting lineup: Tortilleria Nixtamal, Veselka for Ukrainian comfort food, Namwa Dim Sum, Schaller and Weber for German goods, Kuroobi from Ippudu, Café Grumpy, Pilot Kombucha, Ends Meat for charcuterie and Essex Pearl for seafood. Another dozen or so will be announced soon. The market will stretch over 3 city blocks and eventually comprise 150,000 square feet of space, most of it on the cellar level, with about 2/3 devoted to food. The market's developers are already comparing it to world-class establishments like the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul, Boqueria in Barcelona, Spain, and Borough Market in London. Marja Taha, one of the head chefs at Gusto, the restaurant in La Paz, Bolivia, that Klaus Meyer's Melting Pot Foundation started 5 years ago, will be cooking dinners at 2 of Mr. Meyer's New York restaurants. On February 20, she will be at Restaurant Norman, 29 Norman Avenue, Greenpoint, Brooklyn, serving a 4-course dinner, $70, with tickets available at gustu@norman.splashthat.com. On February 21, she will take over the kitchen at Agern in Grand Central Terminal and prepare a 5-course tasting menu, $155, as well as serve some dishes for the à la carte menu. agernrestaurant.com/events. Chowder House. After 9 years, this seafood staple just steps from Lincoln Center has closed. Gastronomy 491. The Upper West Side Fancy Food Market and Cafe has closed. Nicole Arane, the owner, said it may reopen in a few months as a different food-related entity. Via Emilia, the appealing Flatiron District outpost for the food and wine of the Emilia-Romagna region, in business since 1994, has bid arrivederci. Michelin France 2018. The Michelin Red Guide for France 2018 was just published, and it added 2 restaurants to the top-tier 3-star level. Christophe Backy, of the restaurant that bears his name in Provence, is known for his creative interpretations of the food of the region. La Maison des Bois Marc Veyrat, in the mountainous Savoy region of eastern France, celebrates a chef who was among the early foragers and whose standing in the guide has fluctuated over the years. These additions bring the total 3-star count to 28. Also in Savoy, among the 5 new 2-star awards, is the Auberge du Père Bise, on the shores of Lake Annecy, with a new owner, Jean Sulpice. The restaurant and inn, once a celebrity magnet and now more than 100 years old, had 3 stars for decades starting in 1951 but sank in the ratings in recent years.